Elephant's head of Ganesha and demon Sindoor. There are many stories that tell how Ganesha came to have the head of an elephant. According to a legend, there was a demon named Sindoor. He had entered into Parvati's body when she was carrying Ganesha. Because of his mischief, baby Ganesha was born headless. Sindoor had cut off Ganesha's head even before he made his arrival into the world. Everyone was shocked to see a baby alive and kicking but without a head. Parvati was inconsolable. Narad had also come to visit the newborn baby. He asked the infant to go and get a head for himself. Once a king had been disrespectful towards Narad. Narad cursed him to turn into an elephant-shaped demon. This demon was called Gajasur, the elephant demon. Narad told Ganesha to slash off Gajasur's head and fit it into his own headless form. Ganesha cut off the elephant's head of the demon with just one stroke. He stuck it onto himself and thenceforth came to be called Gajanan. Curse on Shiva and Ganesha's lost head. According to one legend, it was a curse on Shiva that had made Ganesha lose his head. Once, Surya, the sun god, was about to hit two devotees of Shiva named Mali and Sumali. But Shiva had hit out at Surya with his three-pronged spear, the Trishul, to protect Mali and Sumali. Surya had fallen unconscious and the world had grown sunless and dark. Sage Kashyap was Surya's father. He was filled with terrible fury when he saw Surya lying unconscious. He cursed Shiva, saying, "One day you shall be the cause of the death of your own son. Then you will understand my anguish." Ganesha was born absolutely normal, but Shiva was unaware of his birth and ended up killing his own son. "You are entirely to blame. You angered Sage Kashyap," cried Parvati. Shiva started looking for a head. Indra came forth with the head of his mount Airavat. It was Airavat's head that Ganesha carries on his shoulders. Shani's gaze and birth of Ganesha. Once, Parvati kept a year-long fast to please Lord Vishnu, as she desired to have a son. After 1 year, Vishnu was appeased and fulfilled her desire. This son was one of Lord Krishna's many incarnations. Shiva and Parvati celebrated the birth of their son by inviting all the gods to their home in Mount Kailash. All came to rejoice and bless the baby who was named Ganesha by his divine parents. Young Ganesha was showered with gifts from the gods, but one god refused to look at the child. This was Surya's son Shani. It is believed that Shani's gaze signifies a bad omen for whomever it falls upon. This was the reason why Shani did not want to cast his eyes on young Ganesha. Parvati was puzzled. When asked the reason for Shani's odd behavior, Parvati was told that Shani's wife had cursed him that whatever he looked at would be destroyed immediately. Shani's gaze harms Ganesha. Shani avoided looking at the newborn child of Shiva and Parvati, saying his gaze would harm the child. Parvati did not take Shani's words seriously. She insisted that Shani should look at the face of his nephew and bless him. Finally, Shani gave in to Parvati's insistence. The moment Shani looked at young Ganesha, his head fell off and was turned to ashes. Parvati was shocked with grief. The furious goddess cursed Shani to become lame. Vishnu came to Parvati's aid. Mounting his Vahan, he immediately went to fetch a replacement head for Ganesha. He found the head of a young elephant on the banks of a river and picked it up. Vishnu placed this head onto the lifeless form of Ganesha, who who was immediately brought back to life. Shiva and Parvati were overjoyed and very relieved to see their son alive. Thus, the mischievous and ever-smiling god Ganesha was born.
Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe to Sahil Book House.